Thanks, Paul. Guys, thanks for making the effort to come out. I know how busy basketball life is in Melbourne. I spent some time over at Frankston and I couldn't believe when we played a grading game on the 19th of December. It blew my mind. So I know how constant it is in your world. So I appreciate you giving some time. We're going to talk about skill development, but we're going to underscore everything with ball toughness. All right? And when I talk about ball toughness, there's three phases of ball toughness. We need to be tough with our feet, tough with our hands, but tough with our eyes. And you might say, well, how can you be tough with your eyes? One of the challenges with young players is what they see and where they look. So when they're under pressure, what do? When they're under 12s, they look down. Even at older ages, if there's physical duress, I catch it, so I look down. So have I got enough toughness, ball toughness, to be really good with my pivoting, my leading and my footwork? Have I got enough toughness to be really good with my hands, being strong with the ball? All right? And have I got enough ball toughness to see what's going on around me and use my eyes to create and identify windows to execute my skills? One of the biggest challenges we have with young international players, so our gems and our emus and even our younger opals and boomers, is pass and catch skills have gone the way of the dodo bird. Everything's ball screen and dribble handoff, right? And they can't execute their skills under physical duress. So we go away and we play Serbia, we play Germany, we play Spain, right? And we just can't execute simple pass, catch, dribble, pivot, shot under duress skills against the best contact. Right? So, and our kids constantly, they'll dribble, they'll get knocked and lose the ball. They'll be walking to the sideline like they're about to get a foul called and they get to throw it in. Well, they may as well keep walking to the sideline because their man's gone and shot a layup up there. They haven't called it. Right? So we have to impact it. Impacting pass and catch skills is really important. You know, there's probably 6 or 7 times the amount of dribble handoffs in every game than there was 10 years ago. In 2006, when I was with the Opals, scouted a team and they set 34 ball screens. 2 years later at Beijing, same team set 60 ball screens. Now, in any level of basketball, VJBL right through the Olympic Games, there's about 80 to 100 combined ball screens a game. So what's that diminished? Pass and catch. All right, and we wonder why our kids can't pass and catch. So a lot of this is just going to be about developing some simple ways that you can improve the toughness of your team. And when I talk about toughness, it's nothing physical. It's just giving them some tools to execute their skills under duress. First drill, we're going to work on 4-on-0/4-on-4 two bounce. All right? Now, be no surprise to those that have been to one of my clinics before, you've got your notes. This drill isn't on it, it's the first drill. So we'll update it soon. I just think I was driving down here thinking this is really valuable. So I need everyone up here, 4 lines. So need someone with the ball, the blue, wing, quick, wing. Quick. 4. Un, deux, trois. Right, we need one more here, quick. Now, this isn't a criticism of these guys, right? It's a tough job. But when we talk about toughness right there, it just took 2.5 minutes to get 4-on-0. Right? Because everyone's going to the back of the line. So we need a mentality, I want to go to the front of the line. So it's 4 on 0, 2 bounce, so we're going to have next groups to go, so you need to get another ball. One of the problems with young players is that often we think they over-dribble it. I don't agree. I think they under-dribble it. With the extended spacing now and three-point line, too often they try and execute skills off one bounce. I think to get worthwhile separation and to make sure you're impacting rotations, it's got to be 2 bounce. So the drill is this. All right, you start in the corner. You start in the corner. You're going 2 hard dribbles with purpose. Right, go. Good. Right, now, wherever you get, then you can flip it to you. Right, and you're going to go same side cut. You're going 2 hard dribbles. 2 hard dribbles. Send it. Right, 2 hard dribbles. Now, stop. See what they do automatically? What's she going to automatically? Dribble handoff. Did I mention dribble handoff? No, they're conditioned. So I'm okay if you catch it and you rip it and it's 2 hard dribbles in here, right? And then you pitch it or you jump stop and you go there, all right? I never said anything about handoff. In fact, I don't want handoff, all right? Let's go again. Now, 2 important words. Play faster. Go, hard. 1, 2, kick. Good, good. 1, 2, kick. Good, good. 1, 2, yep, feel behind. Good, good. Swing it, good. All right, now, go back. Good. Not too bad, girls. They're pretty purposeful with that 2 bounce, but what I would say right now, they're doing 1.5 bounces. Pretty good. They catch it in a pretty good stance. They sweep it not badly. They go 1 with their chest over their knee, so now I'm beating someone. What do they do with the second one? Hips come up, so I cover this much ground on the first bounce, this much on the second bounce. Yeah? It's 2 hard dribbles. Get as far as you can before you make a decision. All right, you're going to make 4 passes, then you're going to score somehow. Go. Good. Lift. Good. Hard. Rip, rip. Good. Play on the outside hand. Good. Stop. See? Right? Girls, as much as possible, we want that 2 dribbles in here. Now I can pitch. I can pitch. I can pitch, but everything's tracking that. Because why? And this is not a criticism of them or their coaches. It's the modern game, right? Dribble, handoff into dribble, handoff into dribble, handoff, bad shot. Is that modern offense? Right? So we've got to give them some tools. You guys are out. Next 4. Wait till they're ready. 2 hard dribbles and you're coming at me. And then we're moving off that. Play. Come hard. Good. Here we go. Lift it. Good. You're coming at me. 2 hard dribbles. Good. Pivot. Rip. Good. Send it. Rip it. It's all right. 2 hard dribbles. Good. 2 hard dribbles. Good. You're out. Next 4. Let's go. Again, see their movement as they catch it is that. There's the rim. Right? But I'm opening my hip and going this way. What we want is chest over knee. As I catch it, it's here, it's chest over knee. Right? Now we're going this way. Chest over knee, bent back leg, chin off chest. I'm tough with my eyes. Right? We got the 4th. Come down. Quick. Right, come down a little bit so it's more game-like. Now, play it 20% faster. Go. Hard. Stop. Stop. Go back. Get your chest over your knee. No, start about the blue. Get to me in 2 bounces. Come, get to me in 2 bounces. Good, good. Hard. Lift it. Outside hand. Move it. Let's go. Guys, stop. It's all right. It's all right. If you're beating me this way, which hand are you using? Yeah. 2 hard drip. Bang, bang. Good. All right. Pass it. Now, you've got, stop, all right? You might be able to come at me on 1 bounce, come here, and then flare out on the second bounce and make that pass. Right? Everything as much as possible, we want to play through the wedge of the funnel here. Right? Everything you see is this way, and then this way, and then eventually, right, someone goes Colonel Gaddafi, one against the world. All right? And bad things happen. Start again. Everything's trying to get 2 feet in the key. Hard. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Good. Good. Bang. Good. Hard. Outside hand, not too bad. Good. Pass it. Good. Drive. What do you got? Good. Turn the corner. Right. Out. Good boy. Now I go. 2 hard dribbles. 2 hard dribbles. Good. And again, what's their default? To veer towards a handoff. Now they're smart enough and compliant enough, next falls up, to not do a handoff because they think they might get yelled at, but they're so conditioned. Again, not a criticism of these kids, or that's the game. All right? I understand it, and I'm not saying handoffs are not valuable, but we want to see if we can attack the paint and play off 2 really worthwhile dribbles, attacking dribbles. Right? Get their chest out over their knee, cover ground, create separation, put pressure on the rim, put pressure on defensive rotations. Eventually, what do the smart coaches do against dribble handoff youth basketball? They switch it or they slide underneath it consistently. All right? So you've got to punish them. So we're going to go, wait, 2 hard dribbles. No, we'll wait. 2 hard dribbles kick, 2 hard dribbles where you're going to come in and kick it. You're going to go 2 hard dribbles into a dribble handoff. You're going to go 2 hard dribbles into a layup. All right? Go. Good. Hard, hard. Good. Kick it. Hard, hard. Good. Cover ground. 2 hard dribbles. 2 hard dribbles. Come off it. 2 hard dribbles. All right. Next. Go. Go. Quick, same thing. Hey, sleep at night. Let's go. Let's go. 2 hard dribbles. Good. Same. Hard. Cover ground. Outside hand. Rip it. Hand off. Stop. All right. Soon as we get to handoff side, and it's not a criticism here, what happened to the speed? Speed was pretty good there, wasn't it? Really purposeful dribbles. Right? Now it's handoff. What did we automatically do? Without me saying, slow down, and what we call dribble shallow. We get dribble shallow. In other words, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and right? So what we want to make sure we're doing is we're driving with force and velocity. So I'm catching it here, I'm sitting down, I'm ripping it high hand, now I'm coming my chest over my knee and I'm pounding. If I see them switch, now I'm turning the corner and scoring, right? If I see them try and blow it up, I'm coming to a jump stop, dropping it. Now we're playing with force and velocity. We want momentum in and momentum out of the dribble handoff. It's not an exchange, right? We want momentum in and momentum out. Go again. Go as fast as you possibly can. Hard dribbles. Come right at me. Come. Good. Kick. Good. Hard. Good. Send it. Good. Good. Rip it. Good girl. A lot better. Velocity. Come off it. Not bad. All right. Now, we want the same thing. We're going to stampede it. So, as the dribble handoff comes down, I'm like a running back in gridiron. I'm dropping inside shoulder. I've got chest over knee. I'm taking it and I'm really punching it here off 2 dribbles. How often do you see kids play off 1 dribble? They get it and they don't clear the ruck. If you use footy language, they don't get out of the clearance. What happens? Clearance becomes another clearance. Right? The really good players bust out of the clearance and all of a sudden we've got advantage. So you're going to come off it like that running back, turn the corner, 2 hard dribbles to the front of the rim, going to pitch it, drive it and score. Go, quick. Don't look at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. Right? Fake it until you make it, son. Go. Hey, sleep at night. Let's go. Come on. Stop looking for the back of the line. Play. Hard. Good. You're off. Up. Good. 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 Hard dribble. Stampede it. Come off it. Drive. Good. Kick. Kick. Drive. 2 hard dribbles. For the rim. Good girl. Next. Let's go. You see now that just a little nuance about the 2 bounce. Now things are in attack mode. Go, gang. Go. Good. Good. Hard. 2. Hard 2 bounces. Good. Outside hand. Good. Kick it. Rip it. Rip it. Good. All right. Now, so you can build up whatever you want from that. But I would start, I know you've got your club standard warm-up, which is great. I would go into 4 on 0 of that, 2 bounce, give them repetition, just get them used to that. Used to playing in the wedge, playing north-south. One of the major issues we have in offense in youth basketball in this country is now we play too east-west. All right? What do the elite AFL teams do? They play like a tsunami going this way. Right? The ones that struggle want to maintain possession, chip it around and go east-west. Eventually, what happens? They turn it over, and then the team that wants to go north-south, right, wins. It's a north-south game on offense. It's an east-west game on defense. What we're doing now is playing 2 side to side. Let's go 4 on 4 now. So lights and darks. Figure it out. Lights and darks. Quick, quick. Bring the wings down here. All right. So the only rule is on every catch, you've got to square up and shot fake. That's another key element of toughness, the shot fake. Who coaches a kid that's got an elite shot fake? Hands up. 1. I was going to say we've got no liars. We just got 1 liar. No, but 1 out of 70 coaches, right? Because we don't teach it. So now, right, you're going to go hard, just walk through it. 2 hard dribbles, right? Catch it and do what? Shot fake. Good girl. Now 2 hard dribbles, send it, catch it, and shot fake it. 2 hard dribbles. Now, where are you going? All right? Yeah. All right, you're trying to go in there first. If he closes that window, now you got handoff. Oh, starting to know, handoff, if you have to go that way. This is what I mean by 2 hard dribbles. So the first one is my chest over my knee in here. Then if I realise that he's now I go to the second one here. Now, right, where do we want to get to? The basket. So what should your first look be? Basket. Go there and go. If not, now you can come and stampede it. So drop that shoulder, 2 hard dribbles in there. And then we play off that. All right? But we can only do that is our first movement is chest over knee, toe to rim. Chest over knee, toe to rim. Right? Not chest over hip, toe to the sideline. Which if you look at how teams play now, that's how they play. All right? So, now, play 10% faster. Go. Good. Hard. Good. Lift. Good. Good girl. Everything's a shot fake. Everything's a shot fake. Good. Come off it. Turn a corner. 2 hard dribbles. Good. Shoot it. Not bad. Good job. Good job. Nice shot. Pretty good. Are we going to get to the 3rd or 4th side of the floor in a game? Probably not. We got a wide open shot. But what started happening? It started okay. And then what started happening? East-west. So now it becomes handoff into ball swing, and what happens at the end of that? Horrendous shot. Right? So we've got to try and get them to play north-south. Right. So last thing before we move on. Ball's here. Everyone's in a stance. You're up a little bit, maybe black line. You're up a bit black line. Right. So the defense is in a stance, but offense, you're loaded because on the catch, you're going to rip 2 hard dribbles middle and make a decision. Right? You're going to rip 2 hard dribbles middle. So you'll be going left, you'll be going right. You've got to try and get middle and then make a decision from there. If you can go 2 hard dribbles score, full power to you. If you can go 2 hard dribbles pitch opposite, full power to you. If it's 2 hard dribbles, jump, stop, pivot, and make a pass, and that's the only rule. But you've got to be loaded. High hand outside, high hand outside. Right, play. Stop. Come back. Are you a good athlete? Yep, good answer. All right. Well, why did you just take 2 dribbles to go from here to there if you're a good athlete? All right. When I say, and it's my fault, poor instruction, middle. What I mean middle, that's middle there. That's nothing there. All right. We want to get 2 foot. So see that blue line? We want to get south of that, north-south as much as we can. Ready? Go either side. Sit, be ready. Sit, be ready. Play. Good, hard. There you go. Good. Now make a decision. 2 hard dribbles. Good. Kick. 2 hard dribbles. No. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about. No drama. No drama. It's going to take a while. But that dribble was superfluous. There's a word for you. All right? In other words, it didn't have any merit or value. Okay? Now, obviously, sometimes they're going to take 1 bounce. But I'll tell you now, as you review any film, review turnovers, so many turnovers because the kids dribble 1 time. There's no separation, there's no velocity moving forward, and then nothing plays. All right? So remember, everything's 2 bounces. You ready? Play. Good. 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 Hard. Good. Shot fake. Good. Shot fake. Good. Good. Play. Good. Keep moving. Good. All right. Now, they're being compliant. What do we add to make it more game-like? Back cutting. Right? So if it's coming at me, I'm back cutting. So if she's here, out, and she punches at middle, I see that. I don't stand here like this. I put my chest over my knee and I'm running the rim. All right? So now as I run, now 2 people are going to guard me. Now she can make a play, creates a long closeout. All right? So now you can cut. Everything's off 2 bounces, but you can cut. Hey, everything's played in the wedge. Here. Boom. Right? That right there's the ring of gold. There's nothing on the sidelines. All right? Ball's here. Rip. Good. Good. All right. Go offense to defense. Defense out. Quick. As you build it up to start, right, you've got to get them to build velocity in the bounce. So I'm going to throw it to you, right? Get ready. I'm going to throw it to you. You've got to touch my hand with your left hand and get to me in 2 dribbles. All right, you ready? You sure? All right, go. All right? Travel. Sit down. Are you left-handed? No, we'll dribble in your right hand, touch him with left hand. You've got to get to me in 2 bounces. Sit down. The first bounce, bent back leg, chest over knee. Here we go. Great adjustment. Good boy. Right? So I would spend more time. I'm not saying don't shoot layups, but it drives me insane. I go to youth trainings, and you're doing that one group there layups. All right? I've never seen that happen in a game in the history of basketball, but we do it all the time. All right? Me included. I just spend time doing that, trying to get them to be more deliberate, more efficient playing off 2 bounces. All right, last one. Well, who's on O? Who's on O? Guys, stop pushing other people. Got on O? Right, you ready? You don't look ready. All right, play. Hard. Good. Stop. What'd they do? All right. Bang, like there's a magnet. All right. It's called hollow compliance. Hollow compliance. She's doing exactly what she thinks the coach wants her to do. Why it's hollow is it doesn't help, and it's not what the coach wants to do. So we got to make sure we define it. All right? So if you get beat into the outside, doing a good job, right? The outside with your left hand. Right, no. What's there? Then if she closes that gap, what would you do? What would you do? If she closes that gap, what would you do in a game? Pass. Yeah, bang. You got to let them know that the obvious thing to do is usually the obvious thing to do. It's not rocket science. We just want to make sure we're attacking as much as we can off 2 bounces. We're putting as much pressure as we can on defense. We're attacking gaps where possible, attacking through foul line. We know, defensively, if someone gets middle penetration, it forces her into a bad rotation. Now, no one can guard that. All right? But you've got to, early on, you've got to be a ruthless dictator with it. Ball's here, last one, then we'll move on. Oh, we're looking to go middle. Middle. Good. Not bad. Get it? Throw it back in and play. Throw it back in and play. Stop. See, not only did the shot clock go off, the game's over and they're locking the stadium. And we haven't looked at the basket yet. That's why I say the discipline of the shot fake, right? What's a shot fake force you to do? Look at the rim, hopefully. It's this side to side to side. It's like windscreens. It's like you're coming down the Pean Highway in the storm. It's just this, all right? You tell them to play faster. What do? Just go side to side faster. We've got to play through here. So that's the hole. Now, how do we build it up? We got enough for a ball between 2. Get a ball between 2. Run, run, run. One of the hardest things is to get them to make their first movement with stance, balance, and force. Can they make their first movement with stance, balance, and force? All right? And too often, their first movement is not with stance. I'm not really balanced if I've got straight legs. It makes it very hard to balance. And there's no force. He doesn't really have to do anything. So you want them to make sure that, one, they play in stance and their first movement is balanced. So they've got bent legs. And again, we spoke about eye toughness. Can they get their chin off their chest and see the floor? All right. And now I want force. Boom. I want to be able to clear that ruck. I want to take it and get it out of the stoppage, see if we can get it to the other side of the ground. But often now, kids catch it and the first thing they want to do is dribble, which is, that's what they're taught. That's the modern game. That's what they see in the NBL and the WNBL. But it doesn't allow them ever to have those 3 things: stance, balance, and force. All right, so the first drill will be this. All right? I'll be you for the minute. Stay there, stay there. Partner's going to throw. You're going to catch it in a stance. Discipline of hands. You've got to constantly coach the hands. All right? Kids play with 2 things. They either play with their hands in their pockets or they play very narrow. Why do you think they play very narrow? What do they do 5 or 6 hours a day? Right? There's a lot of studies around the physiology now of neck, shoulders, right? Because all of us, don't blame kids, spend too much time doing this. Well, I'm saying we want you to be an albatross, right? We don't want you to be a sparrow. Got to play with hands, so you've got to constantly coach the hands. Now, I'll throw it. Now, I'm going to come and safely, I'm going to knock, you're okay if I just knock that shoulder? You haven't had an injury? Get in a stance. I'm going to knock that shoulder. And see what he did? Now, he's fighting out of his weight class, in fairness, all right? But I didn't whack him. Did I whack you hard? What's the first thing he did? Lost what? Balance. So he can't play. He can't do the next thing, all right? So I'm going to do it. Now, be ready this time, all right? I'm going to give you just a gentle whack there. You comfortable with that? All right, good boy. Now you're going to take that foot, keep that one down, and put it at that blue line, right? Bend your back leg, straighten your heel, right? Further. No. Keep the foot down. Further, right? Bend your back leg, lean forward, and then get your chin off your chest. Stay there just for 10 minutes while I talk to the coaches, all right? That's what we want to get to. So if we want to get to, stand up, brother. If we want to get to that, we have to practice that. Now, how often they're going to get to that perfect Kobe Bryant type stance in a game, I don't know. But if we don't expose them to it, we don't try and build the physical capacity to do it. Again, we want to play basketball with chest over our knee, chin off our chest. Here. All right? Where they play basketball is chest over hip. So now I can't get any velocity, all right? So you come and be me, quick. You guys are going to do this too, all right? You ready? Stance, good. Go, knock your shoulder, good. No, I didn't say bounce. I just want you to get to that. From when he knocks you, that long step where I just had you hold. Go. All right? That's all I want you to do. Right, and then you'd swap over, all right, go. Now, of course you're not going to do this, go, everyone, go, in pairs, go, all right? Of course you're not going to do this for 10 minutes, but if they're going to be good players, good offensive players, they need to be able to tolerate some contact, play in stance, stay balanced, create some force. Here we go. Hold up. Catch it, a common thing. They're uncomfortable being in this stance. Now, obviously I'm an elite athlete, so I could do the whole clinic in this stance. Someone would have to drive me home in an ambulance, but I'd be okay, right? I can hear my knees cracking already. But they're not comfortable, so soon, what do you see all of them do? Open that hip to try and take away, because it's hard to do this. It's hard to be on the front foot. It's hard to be at that stance. It's hard to keep my chin off my chest. So they do this. I open up, my hips raise. No, right? You can't. So have your feet here, right? Catch it, and you've got to go that first movement from that first posture. Boom. All right, go. Good. Next. Good. All right, hold up. It's pretty good. One of the things that we have to make sure that we do is blend in a level of realistic contact to as many drills as you can. Realistic contact. Back in the day, we'd do those one-on-one murder drills and all that craziness, and, guys would be bleeding. We know life's moved on, right? But they're not used to contact. Kids also don't play multiple sports as much anymore. I'm sure we got the odd football or a netball or whatever, but basketball's so busy now that's the only sport they play. So they don't get the contact of footy or other drills, other sports. So they don't actually like contact. They're not soft, they're not scared, they just don't know what to do when there's contact. So you've got to add an element to it. Now, same drill, just a little bump on that left shoulder, same thing, And now you're going to take one dribble, cover as much territory as you can without traveling, and come to a jump stop and shot fake. Same drill. Now it's the same thing, chest over knee, pop that ball out, catch it on a jump stop, and then shot fake. Go. Good. And again. Good, good boy. That's good. Good job, girls. Keep going. All right, now, again, with this, I'd start after you do your physical preparation. A lot of this I'd do early, and I'd only do it for, this is the problem. People say, oh, you shouldn't do on zero drills or block drills. That's not right. You've still got to be able to teach them. You still need to know your times table to do calculus, right? So, but just do it for 2 or 3 reps, not 8 minutes. Now, same thing, 2 hard dribbles into a shot fake. Same drill, but 2 hard drills, so you might need space. Go. Here we go. Pretty good. They're doing a better job of covering ground. Now some ball toughness to start. So I flip it. I get a shot on the shoulder, right? He jab steps. I take that away. He allows me to do it. I give him one here. Now, which is your pivot foot, brother? No. That was your pivot foot because you jab with that. Common problem. Who's seen coaches, youth coaches, or all coaches, right, go crazy when there's a travel called? I'll tell you what, I don't even have to be at your games. They've let 80% of them go. He just travelled then, and I bet in a game they wouldn't call it, right? It's funny, in European and international basketball, it's like football. So physical, but you move your pivot foot, boop. Our kids go across Italy, Spain, Czech Republic, they get called 5 travels in the first 8 seconds, right? So you've got to be disciplined with that. So again, we got ball here. Ball flip, that's your pivot foot. I'm whacking that shoulder. No, that's your pivot foot. You can't move it. You're going to jab step. I'm going to take that away, right? Then I'm going to whack this shoulder and then drive that foot past me. No, chest over, there. Chest over knee, bend your back leg, straighten your heel. Straighten your heel. Good, further. Bend your leg. Look at that. All right, is that painful? All right, now get out of the road. Go 2 hard dribbles as far as you can. Go. Travel. All right? Now, it's impossible to do what I asked him to do, right? But that's what we're trying to get at, right? And you saw, and again, they've been well coached, these kids, you can tell. But they changed their pivot foot to create advantage. How often do you see this? And coaches go crazy, and then you got to remember, you've got a team too. Catch it, jab, go. Best move in basketball if you get away with it, right? And again, referees are not there to ruin the game, contrary to popular opinion. They just couldn't be bothered calling every single one of them. Right, so throw it, shoulder shot, jab step, shoulder shot, cross step, 2 hard dribbles, shot fake, go. Good girls, good. Cover ground. Good. Good boy. You see him think his way through it? Perfect. I don't need 1,000,000 reps. If I'm coaching now, I move on. Because that young man, I could see him thinking his way through it. It's time to go to the next thing. You don't have to do it 50 times. Good. All right. Now, good. So now we're starting to build up realistic contact. right? Now, obviously, you don't get those shoulder shots, but there's that level of contact. And you'll see, even like the two boys, they're good athletes, but when one of them it's like the Matrix. You know, can they activate their core? Can they stay in a stance? Stance, balance, force. Can they play with those three? That's it. You look at the best offensive players of all time. I personally think Kobe Bryant, best offensive player of all time. Not the best player, but the best because he could create elite time and space through stance, balance, force, footwork, right? You couldn't guard him. And that's what we're trying to add to these guys. Now, last one, right? You're doing a great job, everyone. I'm flipping it. I'm knocking a shoulder. He's giving me jab step. No, you're going there or there. Jab step, good, all right? I'm knocking this shoulder, you're sweeping it here, left hand dribble, right? You're going 2 hard dribbles. As that happens, now make sure that you communicate, all right? Jump out. As you dribble, I'm just going to put my hand on your hip, all right? Paul, you remember the glory days where you could just spend the whole night with hand on hip, all right? Made it easy to play defense, a little bit harder now. And when I say go, you're going to dribble. I'm going to lightly push you, and you've got to stay, and you've got to see where the black meets the blue? You've got to get to there. Go. Not bad, all right? Now, obviously, that's a foul, but is that called every time, right? And that's why I gave him a geographic point of reference. Did he do a good job? Yes. Did he achieve it? No. But it's the first time. So it's the same drill. Now as they dribble, you're just going to lightly and safely put your hand on their hip and just lightly push. Offense, you're picking a spot on the floor to go and make sure you can get there in a straight line as quick as you can. It's 2 dribbles, and at the end, what are we going to do? Shot fake, good girl. All right? Sometimes, guys, you've got to hide the vegetables in the spaghetti sauce. I know we got mums and dads in the room. You roll out a plate full of broccoli, not a chance. You cut that bad boy up with some carrots and you put it in the nice bolognese sauce, they'll come back and they'll want seconds. It's the same when we're developing skill. I think shot fake's the most underrated skill in offensive basketball, so I'm going to put a shot fake in every single drill I do. All right? Here we go. Play hard. Play fast. Here we go. Good. Jab. Good. Good boy. That's good. I distracted you. Yeah. Good job. Good girls. Shot fake. Good girl. Good. Nice. Good. Ha. What do you do at the end? Yep. Here we go. Good. All right. Now, last one. Doing a good job. And again, guys, I'm labouring on this a little bit. You wouldn't do this for that long in practice, right? Get 2 reps each or 3 reps each, right? I coach my sons under 12s. We used to call this the Kobe series because young kids, they like equating it to great players. And I'd say, righto, 3 minutes Kobe series. Get 3 or 4 really good reps each. Go. And then I'd move on to something else because this is not exactly, a player-friendly drill. But I equate it to like brushing your teeth. Go a day or 2, not a great problem. You don't brush your teeth, right? Go a week or 2, now you got some issues, all right? Same here. We got to get them to brush their teeth every day on stance, balance, and force. Last one. We're doing it, and now we're really getting after it. And when I say give them a whack on the shoulder, nothing too hard, then another one, give them a push, and then try and get back in and contest the shot defender. Offense, 2 hard dribbles to a spot, and a great shot fake. Everything fast with velocity. Go. Good. Swap it over. Go. Quicker. Good. Good job. Good girl. Good. Hold up. All right. Hold up. You go again on offense. Not to embarrass her, but you get what you celebrate. Remember, as a coach, you get what you celebrate. When I first started coaching, we used to coach via fear. In other words, do as I say or else. My way or the highway, right? We know it's not the best practice anymore. We used to talk about you get what you tolerate. Well, that's a depletion model. Now we've got to be more, right, positive. We get what we celebrate. So when you want something, a simple drill like this, I saw that young lady, elite ability to get her chest out over her knee, cover ground, play low. So I'm going to make sure that I celebrate her in front of her teammates. All right? So don't let me down, sister. All right? Here we go. Go. Play. Good. Give her a whack. Good. See that? And if you see the great players, doesn't matter who it is, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Diana Taurasi, Caitlin Clark, if you were to freeze frame the perfect thing when they're putting the ball on the floor, you know, and we had my mate there in that stance, that's what they look like. They look like it for like a tenth of a second, but that tenth of a second, you see how easily she got by her? Not because she's so much quicker or better athlete, because she uses force. Chest over knee, she covered ground. All right, now what we got is this. Jump on the baseline, quick. I need, give me two people, so yeah, give me you two in here, both with the ball. Quick. All right. Our game is as much about time as any game on the planet. We have more time elements in our game than any other sport. 3 seconds in the key, 5 seconds to inbound it, 8 seconds in the backcourt, 14-second reset, 24-second shot clock, right? Minute, quarter time. We've got all these time elements. So if we've got all these time elements, what do you think it's important to do in practice? Practice under time duress. That's about toughness as well. So you guys are in the lane here, right? And it's like dribble knockout. You remember you used to play it like Aussie hoops. You're dribbling, trying to knock it, but with physicality. So you're going to bump shoulders, right, lightly. You're going to whack them, and then you've got to keep the dribble. Go, get after it. Good. Crossovers, not all the same hand. All right, so you've got realistic contact, and you go, well, that's not realistic. Well, when you get in the lane, there's probably going to be that level of contact, right? Particularly guards, because who lives in the lane? Big people, all right? So we've got that. You're doing that. Then I'll say white. So if I say white, you'll flick your ball to a person on the baseline. As that happens, you throw it. You've got to dribble out as quickly as you can to the three-point line. Do that. You're closing out. What you have to do here is square your hips, right? So when I get out here, boom, boom, I've got to square my hips. And now I can play basketball, keep my dribble alive. Then you've got a 3-second shot clock to score. You get one whack, right? She's like, what do you mean? All right, now I'm not going to do it, but if she goes baseline, right, I get one whack. Boom. All right, so, and then I've got to try and play. Now, again, when you're teaching the littlies, you don't want to teach them to foul, so you tell her why you're doing it. We're trying to help the offense here. So you get one whack, all right, then you're back in. You've got a 3-second shot clock. All right, get your ball again. Get into it, go. Get into it, good. White. Good, close out, square your hips. 3, 2. Now, great job. How many dribbles? When she went, 2 purposeful dribbles. What did we see? Great transfer. What did I just celebrate her doing? Chest over knee. When she decided to go past her good athlete teammate, what did she do? Chest over knee. Stance, balance, force. All right, now great finish, but that's what we got. All right, so That's what we've got for that drill. Now, the next one be the same. Right, white. So just walk through it. Yeah, very good. Get out and square your hips, close out. All right. You've got 2 hard dribbles once you go. Now, 2 only. All right. If you can't get by, flip it to me. You're on offense. You're on defense. 3-second shot clock. Play. Good. All right. So now you're giving them different stimulus. She's got what? 2 dribbles. She's got what? 3-second shot clock. Now, don't be a pedantic ass. You know, if they take 3 dribbles or they take 4 seconds, but you're just trying to get them to understand, 1, time, such an important element of our sport, but 2, the urgency. Right? How often do you see it where we get a bad shot at the end of a shot clock because it's like you're yelling at 6, 5, and someone goes, oh, hand grenade, boom. And they've wasted, now, first thing we spoke about, side to side to side to side. Now we run out of room and time, right? But you've got to get them to be in attack mode. And it's not a sexist statement because I spent most of my adult life coaching adolescent females. You've got to give them permission or a runway to be assertive. Let them know it's okay to be assertive, to want to compete, to want to draw contact. All right, so you got it? Get into it, good. Harder, give him a whack. Stance. Blue. Good, 2 hard bounces. Good ball, white, 3 seconds. All right, not too bad. Now we've got some urgency and we've got some duress. Remember we spoke at the start of the clinic about can they execute skills under duress? They did a good job, squared their shoulders. Where was the first dribble, the first attacking dribble on both players? East-west. So now it's hard. Really good athlete, and you're going sideways, right? So you can see how it all blends into it. Now, of course, every time it's one-on-one, it's not get to the basket and try, you might pass it, of course, right? But trying to get them to understand that once they go, get their chest over their knee, right? Make sure they got stance, balance, and force going through the wedge. All right. Now, last one. You're into it, so it's white, all right? Yeah, go out. You square your shoulders, and it's really important you get them to square your shoulders, right? So if they square their shoulders to the rim, now that's a square up. You got 2 bounces and don't score, right? Then you're giving the ball to me, right? Blue, you're out, right? You're getting it. You're coming 2 hard dribbles into the middle. If you can get past, give it to me, then come get it. Come get it. Now play. You got 4-second shot clock. Just keep adding elements where there's a situation of change, chaos, all right? And you might say, well, hold it, you don't want handoffs, and you just did a handoff after we've been in attack mode twice. So hopefully by the time they get there, they've still got their momentum to get after it. So we got that, what we're going to do, get your other ball. Guys, we'll get you back involved in a minute. Play. White. Shoulder square. Hard. Ball. Come get it. Good. All right, now, pretty good. She's smart. She thinks, that's a pretty big screen. If I go around it, there's going to be an advantage. That's smart. All right. But how many dribbles? Yeah, 4 or 5. All right. 2 hard dribbles. Now, I don't want to be a pain in the ass, and yell at them if they take 3. How many moves require 5 dribbles? How many worthwhile basketball moves require 5 dribbles. Yeah, full court, advance the ball, all right? So the same thing, the handoff now, ball, last one, handoff now, 2 dribble maximum. All right, same drill, good. Get into it, good. White, hard dribbles, good. Mine, good. Hard dribbles, good. Mine. What that did, good girl, it changed the mindset. It's not always 2 dribbles to a layup. She created time and space by 2 dribbles. Was that a good shot? Now, all the young guys, the analytics guys, I'm sorry to insult you. Yes, it was a good shot. You know, those guys saying you don't shoot mid-range shots. Someone tell Bryce Cotton that, all right? So, you know, that's what you want to try and do, is build a mindset of attacking and have a variation. I don't do a lot of dribble limits, right? When you catch it, you've got a maximum of 3 dribbles, you know, that stuff. Because in the modern game, that's actually not realistic. Kids are really gifted with the ball now, aren't they? They're a lot better than they were 15, 20 years ago. They can do a lot more stuff with the ball. Some of their moves take 3 dribbles. Don't kill or quash their creativity and flair by putting rules in. That's why I like a shot clock. 1-on-1, 4-second shot clock. 2-on-2, 6-second shot clock. 3-on-3, 10-second shot clock. Rule of thumb when you're doing drills. And what you're doing, you're hiding the vegetables in the spaghetti sauce. You're teaching them to be clock aware. I just was at Albury for the Country Cup, and the amount of shot clock violations where the kids had no idea. I mean, they're running this beautiful offense, side to side to side to side. All right, boop. Oh, whoops. Oh, your ball. All right. So you've got to condition them to play. Right. What we need now is O and D here. You two can be it. O and D there. We'll do the same on that side, girls. So come a bit wider here. You start in the corner. No, it's 2-on-2. It's 2-on-2, so you need 1 ball, all right? And what we usually do, unless they've changed the rules down here in Melbourne, the light team normally plays with the other guy on the light team. It's less confusing, all right? Now, so you start back a little bit. You're going to take 2 hard dribbles. If that happens, you're going to do what we call a drive step into a lead. So I'm here, I'll be you for the moment. I'm here, all right, and I'm loaded. I'm playing in a stance. Remember, stance, balance, force. So stance, balance, force. I'm just going to step that way. If he doesn't respond, I can cut, and we're just playing basketball. He probably is going to respond. So here, I give him a whack. Now I come, and I'm going to catch it. You're right. I'm going to catch it with an inside foot pivot to start. Inside foot, so the foot closest to... Now, not everyone will agree with that, all right? But when you're trying to build a base and teach pivoting, this is what we want to do. So I'm going to catch it on an inside foot pivot, and guess what I'm going to do? Shot fake. All right, I'm going to have some more veggies in my spaghetti sauce. You're going to make a 2-step lead that way, come back, catch it on an inside foot, and shot fake. As that happens, I'm going to try and back cut you. Right? When I realize you're off balance, I'm going to slash arm, come back, high hand, inside foot, go. Right? As you pass it, you go back, now across, right? Shot fake. We're just going to do that. Now, defense, you're allowing the catches, but you're making sure, right, that you don't steal the ball. Do it both sides. Go. Quicker. Good. Good. Hard. Inside foot. Good. Move. Move. Good. Good. Move. Now stop. See how uncomfortable they are in this? Because what's the relationship in modern basketball between guard forward? What's the relationship? Ball screen or dribble handoff? So they're like, whoa. It's like when you first go and get Scandinavian food. You're like, whoa, I don't know what this is. I'm not sure. Right? It's pretty good. This is pretty good. Right? But there's the pass and cut, right? The relationship between receiver-handler is so out of whack. Right? You see him, they're like, whoa, well, what's he want? He's mad, this guy. He's crazy. Right? So you've got to get a relationship. You've got to be more active. So when I say, as I make that pass, right, and I'm not just meandering back here, I want space, boom, all right? Now I come back to the ball. Shot fake, right? You might take him down to come back, right? Now, see, that's the other thing they want to do. What's the first thing he did? Grabbed his iPhone, all right? That's a foul. I wouldn't, that's a foul. All right? So we need to be albatrosses and go from that. And it'll be ugly to start. Try and stay more in this seam. Over here. Play. Let's go. Good. Good. Square up. Square up. Good. Use your dribble if you have to. Good. Square up. All right. Not bad. Bit better they're working. It's really inefficient, isn't it? All right? Now today, I've got to go to State Basketball Centre. Do you think I should go via Frankston Stadium? No? Well, that's what you're doing. You want to go there and you're down over here at Dramana and then you're over at Phillip Island and then you're back here. Again, 2 steps. All right? 1, drive step, pop. Boom. 1, 2, pop. And so now we've got efficiency of movement, and after a while, then they get a rhythm, because that's what it is, it's a relationship. Same with you. You don't have to cover as much territory, just be open. Same on that side, all right? When you catch it, shot fake. Now, not their fault, we haven't spoken about it. When they shot fake, then where do they put the ball? Right there, all right? So when I shot fake, I've got to be tough with it. It's got to be on my hip. I've got to sweep it. Right? It's got to be on this hip. I might have to come across the Opera House. Boom. All right? I've got to be strong with the ball. Go. Square up. Where's the rim? Where's the rim? Use your dribble if you have to. Good. Better efficiency. Good. All right, not bad. All right? And it's going to take some time and it'll be ugly. What's the first thing you notice about the spacing? All right? Because they're inefficient with their movements. All right? So you have to just stay at it the whole time. But if you can improve the catch and square up skills of your players and team, whatever you run, and I know you've got a club system of play, this will only enhance it. Playing off 2 direct dribbles, being able to pass and catch, get a relationship there. Have another option rather than just everything dribble handoff. All right? Can they square up? You're doing a good job. The last thing you want to add, remember I spoke about the 3 elements of toughness. Feet, hands, and eyes. And you think, well, how can eyes be tough? Catch it. Now that's tough. I'm looking at the rim. I'm going from there. All right? So start at half court. Start at the corner. Same there. Corner. Stretch it now. All right? 2 hard dribbles. You've got to move on her bounce. All right? And then you're going to, when you catch it, shot fake, take 2 hard dribbles baseline and see what you got. Go. Good. Pretty good. Stop. That's it. Then swap over positions. Swap over positions. Same thing. Not everything has to be into a shot. Not everything has to be a small-sided game. That last rep, hold up for a sec. That last rep by my man there, really good. He ripped. He got his chest over his knee. He's really improved that area just in the 70 minutes we've been going. got to a pretty good spot. So celebrate it, move on. Do it 2 reps, then let them play 2-on-2. I think as people want to do a lot of small-sided games and games of purpose and things that look more like a game, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. 2 of my best friends in basketball, Yorick Mikkels from Belgium and Alex Sarama, who's now the assistant at Cleveland, have been the pioneers on that approach. But it's not the only way. All right? It's like football coaches. They go from one club to another and they take the same game plan. What usually happens at the second club? It goes to hell in a handbasket, right? Because it doesn't fit. They're being stubborn, right? So blend in some different things. So I would do another rep of that where all I want you to do is rip it baseline off 2 bounces, see how far you get. We review it, we celebrate it. Then the last thing we'll do is go 2-on-2. The only rule is you've got to get a wing catch. 2-on-2, the only rule is you've got to get a wing catch. Sorry, second rule, everything's off 2 bounces. Everything's off 2 bounces. So that's what we got now. Go one side at a time so you've got a safe practice environment. You guys go first. Here we go. Good, plate. All right, as the great Lindsay Gaze would say, operation successful, patient died. What I mean by that is, who was on the wing to start? You? Caught it, square up, 2 great rip dribbles, didn't get anything, really good pivot, great job of filling behind. Then where did he drive? And this is a common problem, right? So she drove baseline, had flipped it back, then where did he drive? Middle, right? So we call that rip and flow. So if I want to catch it here and I'm on the rip and he fills behind, he can't come back into the cul-de-sac. Rip, stay there. Throw, and now you're flowing through the middle. All right? And then we go for it. No, but she was just about to correct herself. She went middle. But we'd moved the defense 2 times. What was the key to her last play? How many bounces? 2. Where'd she get to? The basket. Right? So don't be so pedantic on your rules that you don't celebrate good play. All right? Just try and define it for them a little bit. You guys go that side. Quick. Good. Square up. Good. Phil. 2 hard dribbles. All right. Keep playing. Rip. Good. Score that. All right. That's a good play. She does. So what's your name? Emily? Emily. Yep. Does a good job. Her happy place is where? Right, high post, low post. So she's like Happy Gilmore. She goes to a happy place. All right? It's really effective though. There's nothing wrong with it. They played off 2 bounces. The one thing I would say to you is don't cross over if you don't have to. See every move, and this is a common thing for young players, particularly adolescent females, catch it, and they do a crossover because I don't know why. All right? The crossover is the single most overrated move in world basketball. There's a statement for you. All right? I would say that 1/3 of crossovers at every level of the game are superfluous. Teach them to go 2 hard dribbles in one direction. You'd be surprised how much turnovers you eliminate. Who coaches teams where issues happen when they cross it over? We've all been on Friday night and we might be outmatched, it might be a grading game, and you got those fools that want to press even though they're 35 points up. We've all seen those, right? Excuse me, dickheads, right? And what do they prey on? Crossover, boop, got it, steal, right? You can kick their tail by just getting your kids to catch it and rip 2 hard dribbles and move it on, right? Those press warriors, will be like little lambs in a month's time, because you'll just be slicing them up. All right, what do we got now? You guys want a drink? You want a quick drink? This meaning yes? Yep, okay, good. Catch and pass skills are really, really important. It's interesting, I was telling Paul and Braden before, I went to Sydney Kings practice in December just to watch, and they're having their inconsistencies, and Brian Gorgian spent the whole time talking about catch and pass skills. Catch and pass, catch and pass, catch and pass. Now, obviously, everything's relative. You've got big, strong, strapping athletes here, so it's different to under 12s or 14s, but you know, one thing that we just don't catch and pass with a pop anymore. We don't catch and pass with purpose, and it's the same. And so what happens is the kids fill that with what they think's common sense, which ends up being dribble handoff after dribble handoff, or pick and roll after pick and roll. Again, not here to advocate eliminate that, but often, you know, it's like when you buy a new car and it's got all these great options. And you think, that's great, but I can't imagine me ever using that, right? It's the same, you know, just because you can dribble handoff doesn't mean you should dribble handoff. All right, let's go, I need 4 on 3. So I need a white, yeah, it's fine. One here, about here. One just off the block, one just off the block, one opposite there, white. Move, white. Yep. Yep. You coming? Yep. Right. Need 3 defenders. Quick. Old school drill that we've added a little bit to it. Right. 4 on 3, birds in the box. All right. They used to do this drill when Shep was a pup. That's how old it is. So now it's 4 on 3. You're pressuring her. Who's open? What's the obvious thing to do? Pass it. The obvious thing to do is usually the obvious thing to do. What would you do? All right? Who's open? Yep. Boom. What would you probably do in a game? Who's open? While that's happening, you might jump back there and all of a sudden that's not open. Who's open? There. So it's just basic decision making. Now, admittedly, they're doing it while I'm talking, but every pass was this. And this is, I say this to the Center of Excellence men. All right? All right? Who's open? So you're still back there. You're open. Boom. Most skills, offensive skills, are executed with chest over knee. I point to pass, chest over knee, engage corn, boom. All right? Now, the first couple of passes will be that. Then you might have to go to some shot fakes, pass fakes. You might have to go hand to hand. The only rule is you can't throw it over. It's got to be directly to the open person, right? You guys are trying to steal it. If you touch it or steal it, they've got to run to Langwarren and back. All right? You up for it? Go. Good. Move. Good girl. Good. Move it. Up. Hey? She said, does she have to run? All right. Could you? No. All right. Well, I wouldn't make you do it then. All right. Let's go. Here we go. Pop it. Pivot. Move. See both sides. Good. Can't throw it over. Good girl. Good. Pop it. Quicker. Move it. Good girl. Good. All right. Now, again, hold up. Good job. It's a little bit of hiding the vegetables in the spaghetti sauce, because the kids that are able to make firm, flat passes, how are they creating an open window? They're pivoting. They're using fakes, but they're pivoting. All right? So, if you say, right, hey guys, we're going to do a pivoting drill. Collectively, you have 10 players going, oh God. All right? So you've got to hide them in the sauce. All right, swap it over. So 3 lights, 4 blues. We need another blue. Yeah, jump in, bro. Jump in, bro. Quick. Now, I want you to move it faster, but not like this. All right? I just mean catch it, boom. All right? Chest over knee, really get that flying touch, get to touch the ball. All right? Now, all right? If you guys touch the ball, Paul's going to buy you all a slushie. All right? Ready? Go. Move it. Move it. Move the ball. Good. Pop it. Pop it. Who's open? Good girl. Good. Nice. Really good. Good. Up. Get your checkbook out, big guy. All right? So now we would add an element, and with that, I would do that. You know, if I coach under 12s, my son's team, I'd say, you know, if you get 3 deflections, you'll get something at the end. I ring my wife and say, hey, on the way, can you pick up these? She ends up always paying anyway. So it's a good deal for everyone involved, right? So add an element of competition. Now, add an element of realism, right? So you're doing it, you're popping it around, fine. When I yell spread, everyone's got to get outside the 3-point line, outside the 3, including you. We've got to make 3 passes, then it's live. Then it's live, right? So you go 1, you can cut if you want, 2, right? Got to make 3. Now it's live. Only rule, 2 hard dribbles, right? So you add the rote learning, and that's what I say. Don't throw out all your good old-fashioned drills. Just add elements to them so they look more like basketball. Understand what we're going to do? Right, here we go. Now I want that ball to zing. Let's go, hard. Chest over knee, good, move, pivot, pivot. Can't throw it over. Come on, ping it, get it moving, get it moving, get it moving, good. Spread. 1, move, 2, good, 3, 2 hard bounces, aye. All right, not bad, not bad. But what happened when we got it going, east-west dribble, but also probably more so is shallow, what we call shallow dribble. All right, boom, boom, chest over hips. You know, I used to say to kids, you look like a pogo stick. And then I realised that they haven't made pogo sticks for about 30 years and they're looking at you. All my references are of an old man, all right? So now say you look like you got a surfboard in your, up your shorts. Like, it's all this, so they don't cover ground. So I thought they did a pretty good job pinging it round. They did a pretty good job throwing it to the open person after 3 passes. Then 3 times in a row, it was like 1, 2. Can't go by anyone. So now what do? You give them a chance to rectify it. So same thing, you've got to make 3 passes, but then 2 dribbles, you've got to get in the keyway. You have to get in the keyway on 2 dribbles. All right, ping it around, let's go, move the ball. Chest over knee, good, get in a stance. Let's go, play. Good. Move it, see both sides. Spread. Right. Swing it, 1, 2. Good. All right, it was just about to be perfect, wasn't it? I was just about to say you can cut if you want, but sometimes it's better left unspoken. All right? You see, I'm sure for the former players in the room or people that have been around the game, I'm sure you've seen those commentator coaches. Pass it, move it, shoot it, drive it, right? I was in an SEABL game when I lived down here, and the opposition coach was like, pass it, shoot it, and there was a 37-year-old American veteran on the floor, all right? And the coach was going, pass it, shoot it, and he stopped and put the ball under his arm and said, bro, I got this. In other words, shut up and let us play. Because as we know from cognitive abilities, by the time that message gets out, all right, Sally's open. By the time it gets out, it gets computed, it gets executed. Sally ain't open, right? And then this is the thing where coaching can be unfair. Then we yell at the kid for throwing a turnover. No, imbecile, that's you, right? In the NBA, a lot of clubs will have what they call silent drills. So in this, the part of the silent drill, I'll encourage them while they're flipping it around the box. You'll hear me say, yeah, flip it hard, pivot. But once they get live, be quiet. It's time for me to be quiet. And when I mean silent drill, not the kids, you. Sometimes things are better left unsaid, and if you want them to grow their decision-making skills, allow them to make decisions. Don't provide, right? You want them to search for decisions, not be provided decisions. Okay? All right, here we go again, last one. Spread. Just get it and go. Just get it and go. No. All right, here. Spread. Make the passes. See, good. Good. Play basketball. Good pass. Not bad. And again, you don't know what's going to happen at the end, so stop trying to orchestrate it. Probably 10 years ago, they made all those passes and they were going, when she caught it, I'd be going, yeah. No, she was fine. Did she make a really good basketball play? Yes. So shut up and let her do it. All right? And then I'm not saying you don't coach, but I think we coach too much. All right, there's a sports performance coach. His name's Michael Polton. He's been involved with Brisbane, Gold Coast and Kilda. He's got a great saying. Most players think coaches coach too much. Most players think coaches coach too much. What are they actually saying? Most players think coaches talk too much. All right? Now, what we want to do from here. So white. So friend, you're on the baseline. Quick. Yeah, you. All right, it'd be the same drill. I'm cognizant of time. We're flipping it around. Then I'm saying spread. All right? Once it's spread, you come in. So now it's 4-on-4. They no longer have an advantage. Make a pass. Closest person come and trap the ball. So allow the trap to happen. Now, you guys have to guard 3, all right? And then we go from there. So when you're developing toughness and decision making with young players, I would do a lot of drills where there's trapping involved. Why? 2 on the ball. They've got to be tough. They've got to be able to play in. Guess what? Stance, balance him with force. They've got to make decisions and then play from there. So once it's out of the trap, we're just playing basketball, right? So let's see it real quick. So it starts here. See, it's got an element of change and chaos, the 2 C's of effective drilling. Change and chaos. So it starts 4-on-3, then it comes to dribbling, then it's 4-on-4, then it's a trap, now we're playing. So there's elements of change throughout and certainly elements of chaos throughout. Play. Pop it, pop the ball, come on, pop it, pivot, pop it. Stretch, here we go. Good, move it, trap it. Good. All right, now, coach the behaviour and the decision, not the execution. Good shot, bad shot. Good shot. All right? We just got to work on that. That's no problem. And it's hard. They get embarrassed and whatever else. But, so there's 2 things you can do there. you can celebrate the decision, but she's not hearing that it's a good shot. All she's thinking is, I airballed it. So the other decision is just be quiet. Just get to the next part of the drill as quickly as you can. All right? Then, when they're going to a drink, this is what we call flight path coaching. She's heading off to a drink over here and say, hey, good shot. It's a good shot. And just walk off. So I've given her affirmation. I've let her know it's okay. I haven't singled her out because we know this generation of young people don't like that. And that's psychological research, not just me being an old man. All right? Go from there. It's pretty good. Now, same thing. All right, so we stretch it. Yep, just throw the ball in. So you stretch it, you're in. All right? You send it. You go and set a ball screen. You trap it. Now, you two are playing 2-on-2 there now, so you're pretty effective. All right? Go from there. So you're coming off it. Good. Now, everything's linked. Just like they say, with your health, stack good days. You're trying to lose weight, stack good days where you don't eat crap. You're trying to get exercise, just stack the days. Okay, I did exercise 9 times in the last 9 days. Great. Same here. What did we start talking about? 2 hard dribbles. Where's there always turnovers in the ball screen? Trying to play off how many dribbles? 1, and then throw that pass over there to Jerry Rice and hope he catches it in the end zone. All right? So, as they trap, you get out of there, you roll, you take 2 hard dribbles. So, hard, get past her. Good. Now see both sides of the floor. Who's open? Yep. So come back where you were. Who's open? Yep, we'll throw it to her. Who's open? What would he do? Who's open? What's the obvious thing for you to do? Shoot it. Just stack simple decisions. It doesn't have to be Pythagoras' theorem. But I would spend a lot of time in 12s and 14s, not necessarily playing out of trapping, but I'd have a lot of drills where we put 2 on the ball and see if we can manage the advantage. So we got that? Here we go. Quick, I'm running out of time. Paul's give me the wind up. Pop it, let's go. Good. Stretch. Send it, pick and roll, trap it, 2 hard dribbles. Good. Pivot, good boy. Good. Stop. And they did it deliberately because they're starting to understand. They're trying to help me help you. How many dribbles you take? No. Halve that. 1. All right? How many dribbles you take? 1. See, and again, they don't know. And I'm not being rude or sarcastic because they're so conditioned to take 1 shallow dribble and then try and make a play. And so what happens? 1 dribble pass, no one has to close out. 1 dribble pass, no one has to close out. All right? Now, you don't stop it every time, but trying to get them to play north-south in the wedge with 2 hard dribbles. Let's see if we can get to that. Start again. Here we go. Stretch. Come get him, quick. 2 hard dribbles, get out of there. Good, what do you got? Good. Yep, that's fine. Not bad. Good. Pretty good shot. So if we were to critique it, we start with the affirmation. So when you critique, start with the affirmation. In other words, what did they do well? What can we celebrate? They made a great adjustment. I thought he did a great job, big guy, to extricate 2 bounces. The girls went from taking 1 bounce to 2 bounces. Was that a good shot? Yes. Now, what would our be one critique? It was very east-west. And then you move on. So when you're evaluating or critiquing, start with an affirmation and then add one bit of critique. And you think, well, hold it, it's imbalanced. There's too many positives. No, there's not. All right? This isn't soccer. It's not going to be 1-0. Thank God. Right? Lots of stuff happens on the floor. You can't critique everything, and you certainly can't bring 2 or 3 corrections to one play phase. So pick what's important. If everything's a priority, nothing is. It's like work. You know, we're all gone back to work. We've gone in and we've got the staff meeting, and we're all joyous to go to the staff meeting because the boss is going to tell us all the priorities, right? So we've got our 45 priorities that we're going to try and get done. And we know that we're going to achieve 4.5. But we move on and we go from the same here. Don't try and critique everything. Hey, Paul, what's the go with time? I got one more drill or we finish up? One. All right, real quick. Give me 4 lines on the baseline. Ball's here. Make sure it's light and dark. Quick, quick, quick. Bit wider, gang. Bit wider. Guard her. Yeah, light, dark. So, yeah, light, you're on D. Right, 4-on-4 cutthroat. We don't have time. No, you're behind, but you're on D. You're behind them, but you're on D. My bad. We don't have time to go through it all. I've done previous clinics about this. If you really want to see it taught well, Google Mike Dunlap cutthroat. Actually put cutthroat drill in just to make sure. So now, you're going to sprint out. White, you're going to sprint out. I'm going to throw it in. You've got to catch it. You're playing this, we're going this way. Right? You've got to catch it and square up. You've got to make a pass. Right? You've got to catch it, square up. Every time you make a pass, you're going to cut. And then you're going to replace. You're going to find the empty window. Pass, square up, shot fake. You're going to cut. No. Go back cut. Right? And then you've got to find the empty window. Where's the empty window? The one you crawled out of. All right? You move it on. Shot fake. You're going to cut. You're going to find an empty window. No, good boy. Go back. You've got to come here, let him through that window. You've got to go. All right? Shot fake, cut. Fill. When I say ball, here, I'm going to send it. It's live. The only rule is 2 bounces. All right? Now, with it, you really define it. So, defensively to start, you're just trying to contest. You're not trying to steal it. Then when I say ball, I'll throw it back in. 2 dribbles, that's the only rule. All right? But, guys, remember, every catch, square up and shot fake. Now, coaches, I want you to count the amount of times they don't square up and or they don't shot fake. Every catch, square up and shot fake. Play. Ball's in. Good. Cut. Good. Fill. Good. See both sides. Good. Cut. Where's the window? Move it on. Good. Ball. Play. All right, swap it over. That wasn't too bad. How many times did they not? Twice. That's pretty good. But you hear me? I told them, I told you, I let them know that you were counting, and 2 people still didn't do it. And it doesn't make them bad kids or bad players, but sometimes you've got to pick what you prioritise if you want to improve turnovers and ball toughness. Remember, every time. Play. Move. Cut. Find a window. Find a window. Where's the window? Good. Pivot. Good girl. 2 hard bounces. Good. Ball. Great. All right. Pretty good. Now, you've got to be cognizant of skill set, right? So she's not that confident on the perimeter right yet, so she just want to make a safe play and get it to a playmaker. That's okay, right? Don't be too bombastic with things. Pretty good, but then really good. What did he do? 2 dribbles, but where was he going? North-south, all right? So you've just got to build up on that. The last thing that you would do is put a trap in. So run out, whoever's on, balls, you know. Run out, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Usually we have the same colour, playing with the same colour, good. All right. Then when I say ball, flip it, hold it, go and ball screen, trap it. 2 hard dribbles, make a really good decision. Extricate, who's open? Good. Now we're playing basketball in advantage, whatever else. So layer drills, but I would spend a lot of time, particularly 12s and 14s. I would rarely trap in a game, but as a decision-making tool, I would trap all the time in practice. Every one of my drills would end 2 on the ball. Can they make decisions? Let's see that. Start from the start. Last thing, I promise. Let's do it fast. Good. Everything's a square up and shot fake. Square up, shot fake. No, my bad. Start from the start. Then when I say ball, back to me. When I throw it back, then it's the ball screen. Play. Everything's a square up, shot fake. Good. Move it. Cutters, good. Lift, good. Square up and shot fake, good. Good. Ball. Who's up? Ball screen. Trap it. Good decision, good. Easiest way to teach decision making, put 2 on the ball, right? And now they're just playing advantage, disadvantage, and going from there. Again, that's for offensive development more than anything else. But so we just predicated a lot on ball toughness. Just come out, everyone come out, just stand here for me. Summarize. Stance, balance, and force. Can they play with their chest over their knee? Can they be tough with their eyes? In other words, they look up and see the floor. The importance of pass and catch skills. I'm not down on handoffs. I'm not down on pick and rolls. I just think we've thrown the baby out with the bathwater, right? Catch and pass and cut, right? Dribble penetration, receivers, all those things, right? The value of trapping in developing decision making. That's in a nutshell. Being a demonstrator is really difficult. I told these guys at the start that I was here to coach you, not them. But you have to keep up so I can help you. I thought they did a superb job, right? Really good. Well done to anyone who's coached any of these young people, right? It's not easy to be out here. You got this crazy guy, he's talking a whole different language. They were into it, they were positive, right? And I think you're able to see most of the things I was trying to create because they can play basketball. So really well done, gang. Thank you all for coming. I hope you got plenty out of it. After 30 years of doing clinics, one thing I learned is don't talk non-stop for an hour and a half and then say, has anyone got any questions? Because usually the question is, yeah, can we go now? But I'll be hanging around if anyone does have any questions. Last thing to Paul and Braden and the people down here at Casey Basketball, thanks for the invitation. I've been very impressed what you've been able to build over the last 20 years, but particularly the last 10. So for all of you, really well done and keep doing what you're doing. It is recognised and it is appreciated. So thanks, guys.